Do you have a question that needs an answer? Do you want help? If you want a solution to a problem you're facing, then this coach salting hot seat session might be the best thing for you. Good evening, wherever you're watching. For those of you who don't know me yet, my name is Wandalyn Tan-Calupig. I am the first Filipina LinkedIn Live broadcaster, and I'm very fortunate enough also to be nominated as the number one most influential Filipina on LinkedIn. Last year and few years ago, this was just a dream for me. I remember I told one of my mentors, Leza Klein, I said, Leza, I really want to be a LinkedIn live broadcaster also. I mean, compared to many platforms, for those of you who don't know, on LinkedIn, you need to go through a special approval for you to be a LinkedIn live broadcaster. And in other social media platforms, you can just go live, press, and then do right. But LinkedIn is a very special platform that I had to go through approval. And thankfully, I was able to get it in less than 2 weeks. And I am actually very thankful for this community of LinkedIn, which helped me step out of my comfort zone, going live, sharing my thoughts. And this is my 61st episode. Yes. For the last 1 year after I got that approval from LinkedIn, I started to think of how can I best serve this community? How can I best serve others? So for the last year, for the last 60 episodes, I've done so many things. I've done live career coaching calls, 12 of them. I was able to interview a lot of successful working moms from many places from Malaysia, Australia, Canada, Germany, and so on. I'm very, very blessed for that. Also, I was able to do a lot of webinars from parenting to career to happiness talks and all. If you want to catch the recording of those 60 plus, LinkedIn Live, please go to Working Moms Academy's YouTube channel and you can watch the replay. Now, on my anniversary today for this LinkedIn Live broadcasting approval, I was thinking, how can I best serve others? And for those of you, maybe you're thinking, Wanda is a career coach. But first, I want to also tell you, before I became a career coach, I am already a consultant for 21 years. Yes, for the last 21 years of my career, I am a certified public accountant, but also my expertise is always around helping companies and CEOs increase their profits because it's all about me helping them find what are the revenue leakages in different aspects of the business from finance, commercial operations. Also, what are the opportunities that's available so that the company can increase profits? Similarly, what can the organization do to improve employee performance and productivity? That, of course, will also translate to improvement in companies' profits. And with that, I was like, wait, let me now use my coach salting, meaning my coaching skills plus the consulting expertise that I have to help other moms fix their problems because it's a mix of this combination. In coaching, I learned that it's all about helping that person find the solutions from within. See, a lot of people will tell you should do this, you should do that. But you know what's the most powerful? Once you understand what's the right thing for you, once you understand what's the right question to ask yourself so you can find the solutions from within, I guarantee you the results that you will get will be so quick. And also, if you also learn from others through consulting, what's the best way to do things so you can gain feedback, understand the gap, that is another powerful tool. So that's why coach salting might be new to you, but it's been there for a while. And I've been very honored and very blessed to have this opportunity to use both my coaching and consulting skills to now help. Now, let me bring my special guest on stage. Before I bring her, I think, I always believe that every person that we met is not an accident but God's incident. And I was able to connect with her on LinkedIn. And when I was thinking, I want to start to help more people, and I was thinking Coach Sote, and she was the first person to came to my mind. So with that, let me bring my guest on stage and let her introduce herself. So let me do that. Nerissa, thank you so much. I know you're, even if I go live, I'm always very nervous. I've done this 60 times or more, but in LinkedIn, but on many platforms, I've done a lot of lives. But I know it's always nerve wracking, right? And first, I would like
Yes.
to thank you for saying yes to joining me live today.
It is
And
really my pleasure. It is really my pleasure to be invited. And I think this is the first coach consulting session that you're going to have. And it's my pleasure, really. So, yeah.
thank you, Nerissa. Please tell us more about yourself because I know, I mean, we had an acquaintance. I called you, you called me, but I think there's so much more about you that, might be interest to a lot of people. And of course, that would also help me know more about Nerissa.
Okay. So thank you once again to all our viewers. My name is Nerissa Ibao. Okay. I am from the Philippines. Yours truly. Okay. In my previous years, before coming to Dubai, I was once a call center rep and an ESL instructor to Koreans, and then an SK or Sangguniang Kabataan chairwoman before, and counselor before in my area. So that was my younger years. So when I came to Dubai, in my first job, okay, I was into doing admin works, and I was the office manager in my job, and it is also a consulting company. So here I am. Okay, I am doing business setup consultant. I am a business setup consultant here in the UAE, and I've been doing this business or doing this job for 7 years now. Okay, I am helping entrepreneurs or investors who are dreaming and planning to have their own business in Dubai, and then from A to Z process. So end to end solution that we are going to give to the clients. So that
Wow.
is, yeah, what I am doing at the moment. And I'm so thankful as a mother also. It's my pleasure, and I am so grateful that I met you online.
Thank you, Nerissa. I think LinkedIn is such a community, right? I mean, we might not have met personally. We might be both from the Philippines, but we really haven't seen much. I mean, because of what's happening, right? But I think, as I said, right, everything has a reason. So I would like
Yes,
to thank you for that. And I think, as you were sharing about who you are, first, I think you're a leader because I mean, to be a sanggunian, you're saying a leader, right? In your area,
yeah.
that's big, right? I mean, for the Philippines, I think that's huge. I never even dared to to be
Yeah,
part of.
for the Philippines, in the Philippines, it's like in her young age, she was SK chairwoman, and then she become a counselor and all. That was like 17-year-old as an SK chairwoman, and then on my 21-year-old, I became a counselor, and then I moved to Manila. That's why I was, yeah. So
Yeah, but
maybe
yeah,
kung hindi ako nagpunta dito, or if I did
yeah.
not move to Manila, then maybe higher position in the government. I don't know. Only God knows, right?
Exactly. I mean, you'll never know, right? But I think you have this leadership skill that makes you, I mean, at such young age, right? Being a counselor and, leading, I mean, young children. I mean, it's like the youth, right? Because it's
Yes,
Sangguniang
the youth.
Kabataan. So that's
Yes.
good. And now you're in the business of helping people
Helping.
set up their businesses in the UAE. That's why actually when you called me, I was like, oh my God, you might be the answer to my prayers because see, I think a lot of people always have that dream, right? And it
Yes.
has always been my dream to have my own company. I have already established my company in the Philippines. It's called Kaltan Training and Consultancy. But of course, you want to go global, right? And being here in
Yes,
Dubai
yes.
for the last 16 years, I was like, I think it's time for me
Mashallah.
to
Yes.
start my own. That's when you called me, I was like, oh my God, she might be the answer to my prayers. So, Nerissa, let's talk more about your
Prior,
company later,
okay.
yeah, because I think, to be honest with you, a lot of people now really want to have their own practices. They want to put themselves out there, start their own businesses. But it's, and Dubai is the land of possibilities, as they call it, right?
Yes,
And
land of
I
opportunities.
it's a lot. Yeah, I think
Mhm.
being here for 16 years has opened my eyes to really the infinite possibilities that truly exist and possible in this country. And I think not only
True.
employees like me who want to be entrepreneurs, similarly, entrepreneurs around the world might want to set up their businesses in the UAE, and you might
Yes,
be the right
definitely.
person to help them. So
Yes, yes.
tell us more before you go to your question, right? I mean, if it's A to Z, so meaning from the registration, you were gonna be helping them everything, right?
Yes, yes, definitely will be the one. We are going to help those people who are dreaming, even those people or entrepreneurs who are outside the country at the moment because of the pandemic. Okay, so we will be able to help them. Okay, we will be the one to get the approvals from the government. We have different types of. We can set up the company in mainland, which is that person needs to come here in Dubai, okay, or in the UAE, or we can set up even if they're outside, that's the free zone licenses. So different types of activities. So as a consultant, we are going to guide the person what is the best activity of their dream business. So end to end solution, helping them to
Wow.
get their visa, helping
Mhm.
them to get employee on board. So from A to Z.
That's very good. I think you're gonna be like a solution to those people who are actually needing that service. Now, Nerissa, before
Yes.
you talk more about what you do and how you can help others, allow me to please help you today. What is your question? And let me help you. So let us hear. What is your question today for me?
For me, I really, as a business consultant, I really need help, tips from you. Okay, since you are doing this business for a couple of years or 21 years, right? So I am really grateful. Okay, one on one, I was able to talk to you. And then I really need your suggestions or help in order for me to get more clients.
Okay. So the question is, how can you get more clients? Did I get it
Yes, yes.
correctly? Okay, let
How, yes, yes. Any possibilities or like, some tips?
Okay, so first, let me just ask some questions, right? Because that will help me give more clarity. So you want
Yes.
to get more clients, and the one thing I want to be clear about is what is the number one problem that you're solving for people?
Number one problem is people don't know what to do. People
Mm-hmm.
don't know what door or government entities to, to knock. What, like for example, if they wanted to set up this type of business, they don't know what are the approvals that they needed. So as a business consultant, we are here to help them. Okay.
Okay, understand. So that's the problem. Basically, if you just want to set up a business but you don't know what to do, where to start, then you're the best person. Okay, that's clear. Second question for me. Who do you think you can best help? I mean, is it entrepreneur, employee? Do you have a certain person in mind?
Mostly, we are helping those people. For example, a lot of employees or a lot of employees nowadays who would like to step up and who would like to do their own. So we receive a lot of inquiries regarding that. And those people who choose Dubai, okay, Dubai as their main location to do the business. So those are our target clients and mostly age 50, 40.
Okay, understood. So at least, I think I always believe in two things. Success starts with clarity, right? So the moment
Yes,
you are clear what solution you are solving, and the moment you are, clear also to whom are you solving that problem for? Because at the end of the day, it's about also the message, right? The message that
yes,
you will
yes,
put out to say, this is who I am, this is what I do, this is how I can help you, right? So
yes.
if you want to help clients, I think the good thing is that you're clear that this is the kind of problem that you're solving to help employees, right, who want to set up their own businesses in Dubai. And also, you want to help those entrepreneurs to have their businesses established in Dubai, right? Am I correct
Yes,
with these two
yes,
things?
yes, yes.
Now, if you want to get these clients, what are you currently doing now? Let's talk about your current strategy also.
What am I doing? Mostly I have like I am doing like a little bit active in LinkedIn. So last May, to be honest, last May 2021, I had only like 300 followers or
Uh-huh.
connections, what we call.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm-hmm.
and then I started posting, I started connecting people. And
Uh-huh.
I think that was 2 weeks back, I had like 3,000 followers. So, small wins. So, I posted something like, I am so thankful for those people who likes, comments my, and then providing them what are the services, providing them things that I can help them. So that's one thing I'm doing. And sometimes word of mouth, coach.
Oh,
Like
that's very good.
yes, word of mouth from previous clients. It's really, really helpful. So there were times like I incorporated 5 companies in a month, and
Wow.
it was the highest company, incorporation in my company. So it was really a pleasure, or I was so amazed. Mindset also, coach.
Okay, let's unpack that, right? Because, Senior Risa, I learned that in order to be successful in anything, you just have to replicate and find out what was the success recipe for you and replicate that. So you said you were able to do five, and you're able to incorporate 5 businesses in 1 month. What do you think are the 3 things that you do to accomplish that?
Being being
Okay,
active in social media,
okay.
connecting people,
Mm-hmm.
joining network, like widen your horizon, going
Mm-hmm.
outside of your comfort zone,
Uh-huh.
and then having this gratitude thing daily. It really helps. And then being thankful, connecting to my previous clients, saying thank you to them, helping me and supporting me. And then it just came out. Mindset,
Okay.
positive.
So see, first, I want to acknowledge you, Nerissa, because you were able to know your accomplishments. Because a lot of people are not aware, right? But I think the good thing about you are aware that those are one of your achievements of having 5 clients, right? 5 companies incorporated in 1 month. And these are the 5 things that you did. You said you're very active in social media. Now, if you do have time, this is my inputs first, yeah? I
Mm.
suggest you go back and really reflect upon what did I do best during those months that I had five
It is
successful.
only like 5 successful incorporation, or like
Yeah,
5 companies that I incorporated. And aside from that, I have some like bank account opening, because we're assisting people opening their bank account, companies and personal. So those are,
that's
part of
another
it.
thing to be
That's
counted for.
another, yeah. It's
Yeah.
not counted with the five.
5, right? So I think, it's very important that Nerissa, this is now, I think because I believe every person have their own genius. You operate in a certain flow, right? But you have your own personal success recipe. That's why you have to think back and ask yourself, what did I do differently during that month where I was able to, have this much of clients, plus you said opening the bank accounts. And as you said you're very active in social media, you're connecting people. Maybe just zoom in and find what kind of activity did I do? Who are the kind of people I connect with, right? And when you were network, who are these kind of people that you network with? And I think what you said about gratitude, it's very, very powerful because see, my study of NLP taught me that your mind focus on what you see. And if you're focusing on being thankful, that means you are, using the law of attraction to your favor because you're attracting more blessings to you. So I think gratitude is something that I'll continuously recommend. But also having, step back and reflect, what did I do differently also? Who did I connect with? What kind of activity that I have? So that is your own personal success recipe, right? And also, Nerissa, is it okay if I look at your LinkedIn profile? Is that okay?
Yes, you can. You can. Please
Yeah,
do.
I'm even gonna do a free LinkedIn profile audit for you online.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
See,
Yeah.
because if you're saying that LinkedIn is the main platform for you to connect with people, I think it is because number one, I think with your target market as employees are actually on LinkedIn. Also, if
Mm,
your target market are businesses who want to establish their business in Dubai, that's another great platform for you because I'm sure there's a lot of business owners. Now, before I move on to who do you connect with and how, let me just look at your LinkedIn profile. Yeah, is it
yes, you
okay?
can.
Are you
Please,
open to
please,
receive
please.
my
It's my
feedback?
pleasure. Please.
Are you okay to receive my feedback?
Of course, definitely. I would love to because I
So,
really need
number
it.
yes, that's good. So you can watch the replay of this, so you don't have to write down now. But maybe I'll just look at this. Yeah. First, I think if you look at your headline, right, your headline is actually the one that always pops up, correct? Now, if I
Mm-mm.
look at your headline, I cannot read the full banner. Let me just also check on my cell phone, yeah? Because I'm using my laptop now, and on my banner, I cannot see the full profile because you said here, your business is our business. See, number one, the logo, I can only see the your business, and then the our business not coming. And then the kind of services you provide is actually under, right? And it's not readable in my cell phone nor in the laptop because it is covered by your other cover photo. So my first suggestion is
Okay.
that
Okay.
fix your banner so that everything will be visible in terms of your, the logo that you have, that your business are business,
Mm-mm.
and the kind of services you provide. Because right now I cannot read that. So when I
Okay.
said like, okay, your business, what's that in under the picture, right? And then what kind of services? I really cannot read. It has to be readable. See, even if I look at my cell phone, look
Mm.
at that, Nerissa, it's covered, right? So
Yes,
make
yes.
sure that your LinkedIn banner itself is very clear. I mean,
Mm.
it's not covered by your photo and the kind of services that provides, right? Now, next thing is about okay, your name. Okay, so Nerissa MBA. So Nerissa, if you are, what do you think is your expertise? Are you a business setup expert?
Yes, I
Okay.
can say
So
that.
because see, if you look at my headline, right, it's Wandalyn Tan-Calupig, award-winning coach and
Mm,
consultant.
mm,
Yeah.
mm, mm,
You
mm.
can actually creatively also name yourself Nerissa because whenever you comment on LinkedIn, right, it always comes up also. You can say Nerissa Borja Ibao, best Dubai business setup expert. Do you think that's good? Or also, Nerissa, I mean, think of what's the keyword. I mean, I'm not very familiar in terms of the keywords used for your
Yes, yes.
profession, but if it's about company formation, then, think of what's the, if I am looking for a business setup in Dubai, what kind of keywords do I put on LinkedIn? Because you also have to update. Now, on your header, similarly, right, Nerissa, when you
Yes,
comment on LinkedIn, your header goes with you, right? Correct?
yes, yes.
So let me see your header. It says Business Setup Company Formation Specialist UAE, providing full assistance and guidance to entrepreneurs and investors who would like to start their own business in UAE from A to Z. Okay, can I suggest something also here?
Yes,
See,
yes.
I
Sure.
think also if you said, I am a business, I really don't know what's the exact word for for what you do, but if I was thinking I am a business formation expert helping employees and entrepreneurs and investors set
Investors.
up their own businesses in UAE without hassle, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Or I think it's always
It's
I think without, I mean, what, because if you're doing it from A to Z, meaning you're saving me from the hassle and stress, right? Maybe you can
Yeah.
see
Stress
something like
stress
that.
free.
Yes. So it's like you
Stress
can
free
say,
company promotion.
correct, correct. So without hustle and stress, because it's a one, or you can also say one-stop
One stop shop
solution. Yes.
solution.
So
Yes,
these
one
are
stop
big
shop.
words, but very powerful words, right? That made you think that, Nerissa is the best person for me. Because on LinkedIn, people will always search based on keywords. Like if I want a career coach, I'm gonna type career coach. Now, if I want to look for a revenue manager, I will look for revenue manager. So think of those keywords that's specific to your industry and use
Mm.
that in your header and also in your summary. Now let's talk about so, okay, talk about success, business motivation. Okay, company formation, inspirational quotes. Okay. So also if you think about have a research also, Nerissa, in terms of what are the topics, what are the most commonly used hashtags, because LinkedIn has that article also, or somewhere you can find what are the most commonly used hashtags on LinkedIn
Mm.
related to your business as well. Because see, I can see you're using company formation and business, but Dubai also maybe you can use it, right? As a
Yes, yes,
keyword because
yes.
you're or UAE because that's your main target, right? And think of the other keywords that could be useful for you. Also, let me audit. Okay, I think let me
It's
get to
okay.
hear about
I
profile.
really did it. Mm.
Okay, are you ready to hear more?
Yeah.
Okay.
I love feedback. It will help you.
Okay. See, Nerissa, you said right. Your number one problem, the people that you want to help is entrepreneur and employee,
Entrepreneurs
right?
and
You
investors
also
most. Yeah.
investors also, right?
Yes.
And you said the problem that they want to that you want to solve for them is they don't know what to do or where to start, right?
Yes. Yes.
So I
Yes.
was just thinking, instead of saying, "Are you an maybe you just add, are you an investor or an entrepreneur um, who wants to start a business, who have no, because see, they have no, what is the exact problem? You said they have no idea, right? Correct.
What is that again?
Remember, you said the problem that they're having is that they have no idea how to start a business in the UAE, right?
Yes. Yes.
So maybe
We.
you can,
Yeah.
yeah. So maybe you can start. Are you an investor or entrepreneur? I was thinking how to rephrase it properly and creatively. Because see, looking to start a business in the UAE. Do you wish to establish or expand your business by opening a branch? See, because I was thinking it's not exactly hitting the problem, right? Do you want,
Mm-hmm.
maybe you can say instead, do you want to establish a business in UAE but you don't know where to what to do and where to
What to
start,
do? Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm.
Because that
Yes.
is
Yes.
more specific, right? And then talk
Yes.
more
I
about,
agree.
I think talk more about what are, I mean, digest also, what are the other problems that these people are having? If you also want to target employees, are you an employee who want to, who dream of starting your own business someday? Right? If you're, if, because you also said you want to attract those people. If so, I can help you. Because also, if you said here, don't worry, I'll be able to help you. Okay, let me also suggest something. See, in NLP terms, the don't is not read by the mind. So, Nerissa, let's just do a quick test for you, yeah? If I
Mm.
say, Nerissa, don't think of the pink elephant. Don't think of the pink elephant. Don't think of the pink elephant. Are you thinking?
You keep thinking because
Yes, because the word don't, the mind cannot
don't.
read it. So when you say
Mm-mm.
don't worry, actually you're saying here, worry. I'll help you. So so instead of saying the word don't, I'm just saying rephrase it. So mention the problems that this target market, are having, and then also said, if so, I can help you. Right?
Okay. Yes. Yes. Definitely. I will use that.
Okay. And then I think the next question you have to answer is, what kind of help can you offer? How can you
Mm.
help them? Why you? Because I mean, to be honest, right, Nerissa, there's a lot of people
Oh,
who can
yes.
actually help another person, right? But you have to really be clear about why people will work with you. So I think, having a testimonial about this is what my client said about working with me. So if you can somehow creatively mention that, if you look at my about profile, or even if you look at my detox method, okay, in my profile, you can
Mm,
actually see how I creatively inserted the testimonial that I got from my clients as part of the summary.
okay.
So you can read through that. But my also suggestion is always have that clarity, what you do, who you help, right? How you help them. Actually, I'll give you a specific format to use. Who you help, how you help them, and then you have to answer that question, why you? Okay.
Why me? Mm,
Yes,
why
why
choose
you?
me?
Yes,
Why
why you?
Neri as a business consultant?
Yes. So I
Mm,
think here you mentioned about being highly skilled, and I think also, you see, what we tell people is important, but what other people say about working with us
about
is even more solid, right? So if you
yes.
can add here about what clients said about working with me as part of your about profile, I will immediately have confidence that, wow, Nerissa is the person I want to work with, right? So, and then that's good. You mentioned here the services. Okay, this is very good. Okay, call. This is very good. You have also your
Call to
number
action.
and also your
Uh-huh.
calendar. It's very good. Good. Can I also see your activity, Nerissa? Is it
Sometimes
okay?
I don't have, yeah, no problem. I don't have time sometimes to, yeah.
Okay, because
Yes,
see,
please.
I was thinking if I
I need
want,
help for that.
you need help with that. So let me just
Yes,
see
yes.
see all activity, see post. Yeah. Okay. 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 Now you know, Nerissa. I think also. Can I suggest something more?
Yes, yes, yes,
This is how it worked for me, right? I mean, I was able to be recognized as one of the career coach, best career coach by Coach Awards. Why?
yes.
Because I was able to use LinkedIn as a platform to showcase my career coaching skills. Meaning, I did, I think, 16 live career coaching calls.
Wow.
And see, if you really want to be, do you want to be at the top of the mind of your clients as the
Yes, definitely
uh,
I would love. Yes, yes.
yes. So I was thinking, are you comfortable to, number one, share a lot of information about what you do? Because when you give education, right? Because see, I appreciate you posting about Dubai, about inspirational posts. That's very good. But I think you giving also a lot of information about, why Dubai, right? What you do,
Okay. Mm.
what are the experience of clients working with you? Because see, I cannot see here testimonials from your clients, but you do have a lot of oh, see, there's a recommendation which is actually very good. That's good. But I think, if you could share a lot of information about what you do, who you help, what are the results of people after working with you, that will even solidify your expertise, and that will keep you at the top of the mind for everybody. And also, if you really want to target investors or employees, right? Or if you want to target those business owners, maybe also review how you're connecting with them, right? What kind of connections do you have and how many of them? And start introducing yourself, or I'll say post more valuable content, interact with the right kind of people and client that you want to work with. And so that when you comment, let's say for example, if I put a message to say, I have a question, how do I set up a business in Dubai? Then you just give them your valuable inputs of, based on my experience, this is how we're able to help clients in Dubai, and these are the steps, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, without even promoting yourself, right? You just give value. Then people are like, wow, Nerissa is very smart. She knows what she's doing. So there will be high chances of that person working with you, right? Do you agree?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
I agree.
So,
Yes.
so other than posting, it's also very critical for you to engage with posts.
In
A lot
mm,
of people, specifically business owners, investors, or also employees, right? Or maybe create a poll. Do you dream of having your own company in Dubai? And those people who answered your poll, actually, you can actually contact them and say, "Oh, thank you for saying yes. These are, we were able to help this much of people start their own businesses, dream businesses, and I hope I can help you. If you need help, contact me, right?" Or maybe you can create some videos also. I mean, I've done a lot of short career videos also. I think
mm,
those, see, I think always when you give, there's so much that you receive. So if you want to be top of the mind, create content that aligns to your value offering. So do you think that's useful, Nerissa?
yes, definitely it's useful. Yeah, I will add more value to that. I will do that.
Thank you, thank you. Let me just quickly also look at your profile one last time. Let me see if you do have recommendations. Nerissa, how do I go back to your profile? Okay. Okay. Oh, you do have recommendation. That's good.
Only
Maybe
I
you can
don't.
have
Yeah.
more recommendations as well. Remember, Nerissa, you have so much clients already, right?
Yes, yes.
Maybe you can approach them and
Approach
say,
them.
have I,
Yeah. Yeah.
what is your experience working with me?
Mm,
Can you
mm.
honestly, give me some recommendations on Facebook because that can help me improve my credibility, right?
True, true. I'll do that.
Because so ask for recommendations and endorsements as well. So one, that's for me. I think your LinkedIn profile, since your target clients are there, if you do this, I hope that could help you get so much more clients, interacting more, engaging more, and also going back to your own success, that you're able to accomplish 5 clients and then help them with other things. What did you do differently during that month? Repeat that again and again, and then I assure you, because that is something that your mind, right, your mindset, the mind always remembers. So if you
Mm.
just repeat that also, I'm sure you can replicate that success and improve it further.
Definitely, definitely. I will.
So
Coach,
that's
I have one thing. Since you're a mother, also, I are we still have time or
Yeah, yeah, of course, of course. You can
okay?
ask one more question if you have
Yeah,
one.
sorry. Um,
Go.
how did you manage your time? It's really I am a mother. Okay.
Okay.
I have a 4-year-old, so it's
Mm-hmm.
really and working um full time. So and then doing school works as well. So it's
I know it's very
that's,
challenging. So you have
yeah.
2 children, right? One 4-year old, and what's the other age of the
The
other
other
one?
one is 21-year-old,
Oh
and
wow, that's a very good gap, yeah.
yeah, she's here, but she's enrolled in the Philippines, and then
Okay.
she's taking nursing. But because of
Oh.
the pandemic,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
it's online classes.
Okay.
So
So only
hoping
your
that
problem is the 4-year old, right?
yeah, the 4 year
Ah,
old. So I'm old
so
already.
So first, I think, Nerissa, not only you, every mother have a time management problem. Because see, if we're working full time, that doesn't excuse you from the role of being a mother, which has so many roles, from house chores,
Yes,
counseling,
yes.
a playmate, or whatever, you nurse, you name it, right? And I think this is how I manage my time. Number one, I have a lot of help. Like my mom is here with me.
Mm.
So I'm comfortable, I mean, doing other things because I know mom is here to cover all my incompetencies
Mm,
in
mm,
terms of
mm, mm,
other
mm.
areas of motherhood.
Yes, yes, yes.
Second, when my children were actually younger, I mean, 4, right? I even have
Mm,
2 people helping me. Not only mom, but I have one more sister-in-law and I have other family members around to support me. But also I
Mm.
understand that even if you have so much help, right? Especially those 4-year-old child, it
Yes, yes,
regardless of how many people are around, it's always only mommy, right? The moment you comes,
yes,
everybody is
yes.
gone. They only wanna have mommy help them because
Mm.
they want that love and attention from you. See, I think from my experience, number one, I want you to also cherish that because now my kids are 9 and 12, and they're not
Mm.
after mommy now. So I really miss those days that they're like mommy, mommy, mommy. Now they have their own schedules they manage. So those
Yeah,
4 years might be difficult, but it's also those most enjoyable moment. And I
yeah.
always have this conversation with my children, even when they were 2 or 4 year old. I always tell them, see, mommy is working, so we agree on something. We always have agreement with my children. Number one, making messes, right?
Mm.
You know how much 4-year-old can play, and then when it's clean time, they're like, "Nah, I'm tired. I don't want to clean it." Right? They have that problem, Nerissa. So,
Yes, yes.
so for me, I have an agreement with my children always to say, "Baby, you can make all the mess you want in the world, but there's only one agreement: you have to clean your mess." And they're okay with that. So it's always an agreement, right? And if they don't commit to their agreement, then it's another discussion to say, how can I help you or how can we do it together?
Mm.
So that's it. So accountability is something I've always trained my child from beginning, and it's always a conversation with them. Now about school, and
Mm.
that's another big challenge. See, I had this conversation with my children one time. I said, number one, I'm done with school. So whatever I did, wherever I am now, because I know I've studied well and I really did my best in school. And I was telling them, if you don't do your best in school, mommy will not be affected. It's about your life, not mine, anyways. So I was telling them, this is your life, and I want you to take full responsibility of it because you study. Don't study for me. Do it for
Study
yourself.
for your
Because when they
future.
understand that concept that I am not pushing them, they start actually being more accountable. When I had that conversation with my child, I was even telling them, if you don't want to study, if you don't want to go to school, I'm fine. But think about your future. Because I have a future already. But what about you? And I think this is your life. You build it the way you want it. And I only have one request for them, that you do
Mm.
your best in all that you do. Because I was telling them, at the end of the day, you don't review now, it's okay. But when I share grades, my question is, did you do your best here? Because I don't think so. Then they will, I really don't monitor my children for schooling. I only ask them questions. Let's say, for example, Nerissa, yeah, I will ask my daughter, what time do you plan to study today? I will not tell them to
Mm.
study. I will only ask, what time do you plan to study today? They said, oh, maybe 4 o'clock. Yeah. Then I'll ask, can I remind you at 4 o'clock? I said, okay, mommy. Then when 4 o'clock comes, I said, don't you think it's time to study? And he said, oh, yeah, mommy. Thank you for reminding me. See, there's no struggle, right?
Mm.
Because
Mm.
it's like coaching. You ask them questions, then let them take accountability of themselves. I think it's very powerful because as parents, children always believe they do it because you want it. But my style of parenting is, I want you to do it not for me, but you do it for yourself.
Yes, that's what I told to my daughter as well.
So if you can, you keep on asking them questions because that can also help them develop self responsibility, self accountability.
Mm.
And I think that's the one. That's how I do parenting by coaching, parenting by questioning actually. So that's how I manage my time, and I always tell my children, "You'll always be at the top of my priority. So no matter how much busy mommy is, if you need me, I will drop everything, and then let's have that conversation." And we do that. I mean, that's very clear in terms of our boundaries. But if I am live here and then you'll be at the side, and I mean, totally, I cannot do that, right? So that's clear with them also. So setting that clear boundaries with your children is something.
Yes, yes.
So that's how I manage my time. I'll say a lot of help from family. Second, clear boundaries I with my children. and a very open conversation to
Yes.
continuously
Open
help
conversation is really, yeah,
you
important.
through.
Even in our office, everywhere. Yeah, communication.
Exactly. You know what they
Mm,
said, Nerissa? 80% of problems is because of communication. And if
yeah.
you can solve that, that really actually is a lifesaver. Thankfully, I was able to understand how to communicate now. It used to be a struggle for me either. I mean, in the
Mm.
past when they were small, but I think, as I evolve, I mean, my parenting skills have improved. And this is what worked for me. So try questioning them more. Instead of telling them, brush your teeth, now say, oh, do you plan to brush your teeth? What time, right? What time do you plan to study, right? Because if they understand that concept, then they'll be more empowered to do it. Not because you said them, but because they committed to themselves something. So, Nerissa, am I helpful to you? Are there any questions I can help you today?
Not so far. Everything you you helped me a lot. Yeah, those suggestions, feedback on my LinkedIn profile, I would definitely do that. Thank you so much. And for the tips, yes, definitely. Thank
That's
you.
good. Also, Nerissa, if you can start interviewing the people that you've helped in terms of the business formation, I think that's very good also, right? And, just sharing information, adding value, that would be very good. So with that, Nerissa, please, for those employees who want to start their own businesses, for those investors who want to start their businesses in Dubai, for those business owners around the world who want to start their businesses in the UAE, can you please tell them once again how to reach you, how you can help them so they can get back to you and send you a message?
Sure. I will provide my profile link. Uh, yes, and you can search me in LinkedIn, in Facebook also. So Nerissa Ibao, okay, business setup consultant. Okay, I will be able to help you end-to-end solution, making your company formation stress-free. Okay, so everything we are providing value-added services as well. So, like for example, in my company, can I promote my company?
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Please,
Okay.
Lisa, please do
So
that.
I work with Golden Fortune, okay, Golden Fortune Corporate Services Provider. We are helping entrepreneurs or investors anywhere in the world. We had a lot of clients, and then helping them to set up their business, helping them to grow in Dubai, helping them to establish here, providing excellent service from the company formation, going to the investor visa process, onboarding of employees, helping them in their accounting, web designing, and so on and so forth. So we're here. So for those people who are watching and having dreams and plans of starting their own business here in the United Arab Emirates, okay, don't hesitate to message me or contact me. I'll be
Okay.
able to help you.
Thank you, Nerissa, for that. Again, we would like to go those employees who dream of having their own global business, right? If you want to set up here in the UAE, I think this is truly the land of possibilities, and I encourage you
Yes,
to contact Nerissa. If you are currently a business owner, if you want really to set up a business, a global business, or if you already have a business and you want to have something here, if you're actually an investor as well, maybe you're interested to, I want to invest in a business, what's the best way to do it? I think Nerissa is the best person for you with her company, Golden Fortune, right?
yes.
Please do contact her on LinkedIn, Nerissa Ibaok. Later, I will also drop her LinkedIn profile so you can get in touch with her. Again,
Thank
Nerissa,
you.
thank you so much for joining me
Thank you
today.
so much.
This
It's
is
my
an
pleasure.
honor for me.
It's my
Thank you.
pleasure.
Have a great evening.
You
God
do as
bless
well.
you.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Nerissa. Bye. So let me say
Bye.
goodbye to Nerissa. Again, for those who are watching us live or on replay, again, my name is Wandalyn Tan-Calupig. It has been my passion to really help a lot of people through my experience and expertise, and had the opportunity to really be a coach and a consultant at the same time, and I really would love to help those people who want to get their problem solved. I will help you find the solutions you have within you through coaching. And similarly, with my experience and expertise, I will truly help you with all that I have and all that I know. So please send me a message on LinkedIn if there's any way I can help you or I can support you. My name is again Wandalyn Tan-Calupig. I'm the number one most influential Filipina on LinkedIn. I am also the first Filipina LinkedIn Live broadcaster and a Best Career Coach awardee and a 21 plus year consultant. So, with that, I would like to thank you for joining me live or for watching this on replay. I'm praying for all of you that you have a great day, a great evening. God bless you. Bye.